you doing? This is Ohima Nanama, and this is Comfy and Unfiltered, where we get comfortable and we speak and we enjoy ourselves and we get to have conversations. And today I'm here with somebody that I don't know how to describe her. She's my mom, my biological mom, and yeah, we're gonna talk. So stay tuned. It's gonna be a little bit awkward, a little bit fun, a little bit, intimate, a little bit more daring, all those stuff. So
Whatever. Whatever.
hi.
Hey, little girl.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be a little girl even when I get older and I have kids. I'm still gonna be a little girl.
That's what it is.
So, what's your name if somebody's watching? It's like, who's this pretty lady?
Okay, my name is Na Amele Tego. Most people know me by Tulip. But the name actually is Tulip. But people just double it up. But
So, what is one fun fact about you?
I love to dance.
Yeah, boogie down.
And I know how to, put it down, break it up, get it down. So the fun fact about me is I love to dance.
And what's the craziest things about you?
Oh my God. You want 1, 2, 3, 4?
However many you can give us so we can get to know you.
I like to be crazy.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
That one for sure.
Crazy to defend myself, crazy to protect myself, crazy to have fun, crazy to be crazy for no reason. So
Yes.
it would depend on what.
The kind of crazy you want, if you want shinene or shinekwa.
Oh, no. When I want nene or na
Or
tulip.
Or tulip.
Yes.
We choose whichever one we get.
It will
right?
depend on the situation and what it's calling for.
Okay.
Then we can say crazy nene, crazy na, crazy tulip. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't even know how to ask you this question. What has motherhood taught you?
Oh my God. Motherhood. Oof. Jailhood.
So motherhood is jailhood? Oh my God.
Jailhood for me. Motherhood. Motherhood is fun. It's fulfilling.
Yeah.
Like you feel enriched. You feel productive. You feel it's just the sense where you cannot describe, but you know it exists. Okay, you're pregnant. You're expecting something. That's why it's called expecting.
Yeah.
And then when it comes, you're like, ooh. Like when I was pregnant with you, I didn't check the sex.
Oh, really?
No, I
was
did
like
not.
a surprise. I just popped up.
You popped up. So it wasn't like I knew what I'm having. So having a girl, raising a girl, but I didn't raise you all the way out.
Yeah.
But the little that I know, that I raised you being a baby, left you for school, came back, and then when I was teaching, you were living with me, like to get up and get you ready for school. You come back, your lunchbox, like motherhood is like, oh, you was this little cute little thing, and everybody wants to drag you to school.
Yeah.
Your little socks, your shoes, your little lunchbox. Oh my God! And then when you get home, it has to be cleaned, set to aside so it can be packed the next day. And then because of you, I had to adopt one of my like JSS students
Yeah, I remember
to help
her.
me. What do you call
Lydia.
it? Lydia. Oh my God. What is her name? She has a native name. Oh, geez. It's different. I will remember. So then she will help me get you ready, and then I had to travel. So, but then I remember everything when you were growing up, when I had to leave. Oh God, motherhood is like a whole different thing. And then coming here and then having another kid, that was a whole different level.
Yes, because of the culture. And
Oh my God! And then I fell in the snow. Ooh,
While you're
That's
pregnant or after?
after I had the baby was in Korea. Your
Okay.
sister was in the baby. What do you call those?
Bassinet? Oh.
It's not a bassinet. It's the car seat.
Oh, the cast.
Then you put them in, and then I have to take her out to the babysitter, and that's where she would stay. And then when she sleeps, she goes into the bassinet, and then when you pick her up, she goes
Goes back
in
to
the
the
car seat, so you
yeah.
can lock her in when she gets in the car. I fell, Colorado, a winter snow. I
Sorry.
fell.
Funny, but sorry.
I fell going up the stairs with your sister in the car seat. So me protecting the car seat, I fell on my back and I was holding on to the car seat. So I took the whole impact and I set the car seat down. Right when I got up out of the snow, my whole back wet and everything, I said, I am not having any more babies. I don't care if it's with the president. I don't care if it's with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't care who I have a baby with. I am not having any more babies. And yes, I did not. Just you two. Oh, motherhood. Whew. There were times that I had to bring your sister back to Ghana.
Yeah.
You guys were both in Ghana. Would you believe that after 3 days, so she left on the Thursday. Friday, I knew better. After the weekend, Monday, I drove all the way to the babysitter's house.
Going to drop your daughter? You were just staying on schedule.
I got there. I walked to the door and I was like, dang. Turned around and got in my car. And then the lady called me and she said, I saw you walking by, but I didn't hear you knock on the door. I said, forget it. I'll tell you sometime. I was mad at myself. Motherhood is a lot. It's fun, tears, but it's fulfilling that you know you're doing what a mother should do, whether you can or not, but it all comes together. Like now I look at you when I come to visit you, I'm like,
Now you have an all grown up girl.
oh my God.
I guess on your nerves.
Woo.
Guys, I'm just letting you know so that you guys will back me. I'm picking up a date and I'm going to raid her closet to pick what I need and what I want.
No.
Because I feel like it is time for me to possess my positions.
You ain't got no position, you ain't got no possession.
Possessions.
No. Build your own closet.
But one thing I admire about you is you are relentless and very resilient, and that's what makes me proud to have you as a
Oh,
mother.
thank you.
One thing many people do not know is you are a different person
Off the screen.
of the screen, of the loudness. You're a different person, and all those personalities sometimes crash it.
Comfy and unfiltered people.
Yeah, that's us. So I just want to say thank you for bringing me to this earth. You could have aborted me, and I wouldn't have even come out because I'm stubborn. So I wouldn't have come, but thank God you didn't.
I could have.
You could have,
And I know how to.
yeah, but thank God you didn't. And if you had, I wouldn't have come anyway.
Aw.
But
That's-
I wanted you to share a part of you about what you love, like being a mother to two lovely women. I mean, women. My sister is an
21.
adult now, 21,
Oh, jeez.
and looking like back to who you were, how you've evolved, and those things. Do you want to tell somebody how like all those transitions has been?
So, I didn't plan on being a mother. I didn't ask for it.
Okay.
Not that I don't want it,
Yeah.
but like you get married and then you plan on having kids. I didn't have that.
Okay.
It wasn't me getting married, scheduling how, when, and all that. I didn't have that. I had a boyfriend back home. You are with a man, after a while it's considered a husband. Then when you get pregnant, it's considered a husband. So I got pregnant and your dad did the customary stuff that needs to be done. So I had a mother-in-law that was present and wanted to be part of what his son has. It's like there was nothing to it other than a son that has a woman that is pregnant. There's a grandkid coming in the family, and you weren't the first grandchild.
Yeah.
But then you were his son's first child.
Yeah, and a different one.
Yes. A whole different ball game, but I'm just saying. But it wasn't scheduled. It was just like two people are dating, they're doing whatever, and then I got pregnant, and in nobody's home or household was the mother or the son going to say we are not ready.
Yes.
So honestly, this woman took care of me. I mean, your grandmother took care of me. We all lived in the same household. But I grew up in the city. But to move to Bipasi, where my mother had a maternity home, and meeting a guy there, it was a shock. Now, like, I sit back and then I ask myself, how did I even make it through? Like, someone who has lived in Takoradi, lived in Cape Coast, now I'm in Kumasi, and not just Kumasi, a village.
A deep one.
And it's deep. Like, you go to the farm, you have to carry your foodstuffs home, and you have to cook. It's a big family, and everybody has their bowl, and it gets spread out. It's children and grandchildren and maybe a couple of great-grandkids. So it's like, and now I'm the only stranger in the middle of all that, because I am the one that the boy or the man brought me into this. But I adopted. The thing is, my mom, Felicia, may your soul keep resting in perfect peace. My mom moved to Bipasi as a midwife. She worked at a hospital, Kumasi G, they call it. Then she worked at the maternity home her auntie owned, and then she decided to move and have her own maternity home. So to speak of all this, your grandma was the first person that took medical care to Bipasi. But she was a midwife, but then you're madam, but then you're a midwife, but then everybody wants all the other medical care from you.
Yeah.
So there are things that she will consult the doctors and then get prescription and stuff and help women.
Like a DON?
No, not a DON, like a doctor.
Like a doctor.
Or now like a nurse practitioner. She was like a midwife, but people were getting her to do the extra. But Ghana, those days. So she was helping women, kids, whatever. Anybody that needed medical care. Even if she couldn't, she'll find the information for it. Yeah. And she was even doing circumcisions.
Yeah.
That she went into they call them the Zamrama people. She went to learn it. Seriously. And then went through the hospital and got some kind of a certification. So when you deliver your baby boy, 8 days you brought the baby boy back to her, and she did the circumcision. So this is a woman that raised me. So between her and grandma, they raised me. Two strong women.
Yes.
Grandma is divorced. Yes. She says, I'm not marrying again. I'm raising my grandkids. Mom is divorced. But it was just from strong women to strong women. I never had a weak woman in my life growing up. So then I get pregnant. So I visit mom during vacation. She passes away. And then I'm still in that village where she had the maternity home. Fall in love and Kwalado. It wasn't this love.
It was love, please.
It was
love.
I don't even know what
love.
to call it. It has a name, but not love.
You just don't want to give it a name, because at that time you were so
I don't know what I was doing.
You were so crazy into that man.
Huh?
You were so much in love, and you would do anything and everything. So
it's
just
because
give
it's
it
your
a
dad.
name.
That's why you want to say that, but that's your perception. I know what I was in. So I got pregnant, and everybody was like, yay! Auntie Chewa, Sininyum, that means like this. And Auntie Chewa wasn't like a little cat.
Yeah.
You know, she was an ish.
Yeah. Hi, welcome back. This is Ohima Nanama. I'm here with Tulip, my mom, Na Tego, and we're talking. So the question was, let me say it this way so I can see your face well and ask this question.
Oh lordy.
African mothers
Oh.
have expectations for their kids. Like they plan it out. Like you have to be this, you have to be that, you have to show up this way, act this way. Have you ever planned out and had expectations for your two girls?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
But I've had some guidelines that I'm like, these are mistakes that I've done, and I do not want any of my girls to repeat it. So when I start doing that, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't. It's not that you're doing something wrong. It's that I know that it's not gonna work.
Okay.
Because as a mother, if I've done it and it didn't work, I'm telling you, it is not gonna work. It does not work. Because there are certain things that you would think that you live in America, okay? But you still want to use certain things that we used to do in Ghana. We used to say in Ghana. Our grandparents, our mothers used to tell. It does not work. And with how much this world is evolving with technology, everything comes with a red flag. Unless you overlook it.
They're wearing the red flag like a hat, walking around.
Like when I was growing up, it was either what your mom said or your other family, like your elderly said. And me, it was more of my uncles, and it was more of lawyer.
Yes.
What lawyer says is what holds. Like even us at this age, when I talk to him and there's an argument, like something we have to talk about, he would just be quiet. I will say what I have to say, and he's like, I told you, why would you waste this talent? You should have been a lawyer. He still thinks that I should go to school and be a lawyer at this age. So that's dumb. African mothers, African parents, African relatives. But me, having lived outside of Ghana, honestly, I have no expectation. But I know some red flags.
The emphasis is but.
The red flags that this is not going to work. If I say so, a man is an asshole, I know who an asshole is. Inside out.
Please, uncomfy and unfiltered. We don't use certain words.
It's unfiltered.
Yeah, but
what do you mean by unfiltered and I can't say asshole?
You just repeated it.
It's unfiltered.
I get it, but anyway.
So yes, so I don't. No, I just have guidelines. Once I see that no, this is not gonna work. Where you're going, it's you're gonna fall in that ditch, and you're gonna. I have to pick you up, wash you up. No.
But that's what mothers do. That's what mothers are supposed
to
do. But
why don't we prevent it? Why do I have to wait till it happens? So when I'm saying it, the thing as a child should do, say, Mom said it. She's been there, so she knows what she's talking about. Let me back up.
Sometimes it's just more of we the young ones these days. I just want to see it. I just want, because sometimes what could be that or expectation, like it might not work or it might not go well, Life is risk, and it's better you take risk.
Some risks are not worth taking.
I get it. I understand. But then for us to also learn and become better people and also have certain nugget of knowledge, we also have to have that kind of experiences.
But some experiences can lead you to death.
Yes,
can
it
lead you to worse stuff. So why do I sit as a mother and wait for it to happen?
Yeah,
As a mother, I can see it.
yeah.
I know it. Been there, done it, worn the t-shirt. So why do I have to say, okay, why don't I just let her do it? What if it didn't kill me? What if it kills you?
That's true.
So it could be anything.
Yeah.
But as a child, you just have to say, a mother has said it. Sometimes men and fathers don't know much. If I'm, they don't.
She's going there.
They don't. So if you have a mother who can tell you and say, kiddo, I've been there, I've done it, I know what can come out of this, trust them. It's not hate. It's not like they're taking something good from you. It's the saying goes, experience is the best teacher.
Experience.
Yes, you think you're thinking maybe it didn't work for me, but it will work for you. But guess what? It all comes back to that same unfiltered BS.
Shoo. Okay. On that note, welcome to Comfy and Unfiltered.
That word is unfiltered.
Yeah, but then not so. But then I'm here with my mom. My favorite person now.
Oh,
Now, before, no. Now.
The devil is a liar.
And we're here talking. So, what are some of the parenting styles that are happening now that you think that that's not going to help the young ones coming?
Perfect.
And that's going to destroy them. What are some of those parenting
So,
styles?
what I'm realizing is we have this generation of Ghanaian mothers that think that they've had their kids in America. So they're Americans.
Okay.
So they're not going to incorporate anything other than what they're growing up in. That's, you're putting these kids, I don't want to say doom, but you're putting them in situations where they have nothing else to go off of. America has its good side and bad side.
Yeah.
And I want to sit up
Yeah.
and look
And get-
straight up into your eyes so I can tell you. America is a land of opportunity. If you as a mother, you weren't born here, okay? You came from Ghana and started building your life here in America. You are obligated, in capital letters, obligated to instill some sort of culture into your children. Because whatever it is, America will do its part when your kid is outside the home. If you don't raise your kid, somebody will raise that kid for you. Even when you've done your part, even when you've instilled that culture in them, they still go astray. Let alone if you don't. So with this technology world that we live in, all these things that are available, resources that are available to us, our kids that were never available to us.
Yes.
If we don't learn our way around it, our kids will learn it and use it around us, and we will never be able to catch up. Wawo woyɛ Ghana ni no wabɛwo wɔ aburokyire a fa Ghana nneɛma ni bi kakra bi ma ne nkɔ wo bam. No matter what, anyɛ bi koraa no ohun pani a wɔbɛbu no. Ɔte akonnwa so no ohun pani a ɔbɛsɔre de akonnwa no ama pani. Respect will take your kid further than a language. Woba ete brofo a wawo no America. The kid is talking and talking and talking and talking. If they have no respect, they are missing out. And I'm telling you, it would take one gesture of respect that can take a kid from one level to the other. It is our responsibility as women and parents that did not grow up in this culture, that have other culture, to teach our kids. Let them get to know it. Take them on vacations to Ghana. You can never say that the culture in America is better than your roots.
Yes.
Instill something from your roots. And this is what I love about Spanish and Mexicans. No matter what.
Yeah. All their kids speak Spanish.
Their kids will speak their language first before English.
Yeah.
There are some mothers that would say, no. Me, when I go out with my American one, her, I have no problem. The American one, wherever we are at, I can speak another language, Cree or Fanti, and she understands.
And she understands the bombastic side eyes too.
Everything. She got it all. So when there is a situation where she needs to ask for help or be able to say something in another language that somebody would not know, my daughter can do it. America is the land of opportunity. But guess what? They are teaching Spanish in other schools. In other schools, Spanish is a second language. If we as Africans living in this country, if we had upheld our languages, it would have been part of a language that, like if you're teaching English as a second language, they would encourage the person to know the first language of this person so they can teach them the second language.
Yes.
Now people go to immigration, they go to other facilities to get help. They have to have translators. You have to specifically mention your language before they get you a translator. But when you get the list, there is Hindu, there is Arabic, there is Spanish, there is
Somali.
so
There's even Somali.
all can. You can't get one Ghanaian language on that list. But you have to tell them, then they have to go and find an interpreter for you. And it is because when we get here, we forget about where we came from and act like what? What? We need to instill our culture in our kids. It doesn't matter. It comes in handy. And I am so proud as a mother that I had a kid here in America, spent some time in Ghana, and now I'm benefiting from it. It comes in handy. The respect. The way they handle the home. They know when to clean. They know when to help mom. They know. I'm not saying the kids here don't do it, but you get the extra bonus when you instill that in them. Even if they don't go back home and they're here, and you instill that in them. When they are in the home, speak the language to them. The English would come. They go to school, it will be there. It will be available. Instill some of the culture in them. We don't discipline kids here.
Yeah. Is it CPS?
CPS will be called.
Yeah.
But guess what? That's why we have all these young ones out there.
It's like there's a location behind me. What's that location?
They're ending up in facilities, institutions, and for us as foreigners, we shouldn't even be experiencing that.
No.
In my opinion. But we've just taken the other culture on. We've left our own. And for your kid to turn around and tell you, F off. Kabicham.
Why did you give me that bombastic side eye? Sorry. As if I'm the one that you said it out of your own mouth, but you're looking at me.
The look is not for you, it's for the situation. I want somebody to try it with
Right?
me.
And so you're like trying to hit me to just try and see what
I will hit you.
what you can do.
The look. You're going to swallow your words quick. You're going to be like, try it with me.
My mom will look at you and you know that you have to go to your room and close the door. Because that look, if it turns into like first, second, third, the backside is coming. Just find a safe place. That's all.
It's not from being malicious, being mean, don't want to abuse a kid. That's not what it is. That is telling you you're wrong.
Yeah.
And that's your punishment. Don't even go there again. Don't. Like, I've seen a video where a kid called the police on the parent.
Yeah.
And said the mom was telling him to go to bed, something like that. The cop was like, don't let me take my belt. If your mom is telling you what to do, you don't call us.
Yes.
That's what your mom says, and that's what you have to do. And I wish it would be the same across the board. You want to be stupid and talk back to your mom and disrespect your mom, your dad, your parent, and you want to go to the extent like you're calling the police to get your parent into trouble, and the cop shows up, you get the ticket for calling them. You get the whooping. That's why I couldn't teach here. I was teaching back home. I wasn't going to be able to do it. The day I stepped a foot in the U.S., 3 days was Columbine shooting. I was going to be an English as a second language teacher. That was my plan, leaving Ghana. 3 days, Columbine shooting, because they didn't like the teacher.
Oh my God.
There was things that the teacher said to them that they didn't like. So they shot the teacher, shot other students.
Oh my God.
I was like,
So traumatic.
how?
Like,
I'm coming from a culture where teachers and parents
and
work together.
They will whoop you. Your neighbor will whoop you and then
Call your parents and say,
your mom will
your kid is coming home. I whooped them.
For
This
you.
is what they were doing. And I wasn't going to wait till they got home. And me to be a teacher?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I will end up in jail before I even enjoy the America that I'm in. So, never mind. I'm not going to be a teacher. But this is the country that has everything that we can benefit from as foreigners. But guess what? There's a part that you still have to instill in your kids. I'm telling you, if as foreigners, immigrants, if we instill our culture, the real one, in our kids, they would be examples
To other nationalities.
and other kids and even Americans to have the it would almost be like a soup that has it all. We wouldn't worry about this generation now.
Yeah, because it's scary now. It's so scary looking at our young ones now that they don't even understand. Keep quiet. Stop. They don't, and it's crazy. And I'm grateful you talked about this. We're gonna be wrapping up in a bit. I wanted to being a mother of two, that you have a grown woman.
Oh God.
Grown woman. Oh my God.
Oh
I'm
God.
a grown woman.
Oh God.
What is the, like, when you look at us and when you look at me especially, you know, what makes you happy as a mother?
So I want to tell you, in the last year, I've just like sat back and I'm just like, how did I get here? It's like, you want to do this, you want to get your master's, you want to do this, you want to do that. Your sister is like, I'm working, I'm doing my college, and I ask myself, how did I get here? It's been God that has given me the strength. I know I didn't do this by myself. There's been times that I know the devil wanted to pull my kids away from me and just let me be alone. There was too much that was coming against me to not even have my kids. But in the last year, it's been like just the icing on the cake. And it's just like, I look at you and I'm like, you were in Ghana, you were living your life. America was rough. It just, and then now it's just like, I said, you know what? It all happened to strengthen us. Now it's a whole new chapter.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this feels good. Like yesterday, I haven't been on the best health, but I could just say, I want to come to your home. Can you cook? I want to eat this. Now come and just lay around and eat. How?
Like that's so nice.
It's like I have a grown kid that I can just say,
A grown woman, not a grown kid.
you're still my
Ooh.
kid. You're still my kid.
I mean,
You're still my kid. You are still my kid. And be like, I want to eat this. It's like, I'll go to the store. I'll do this. Okay, it's almost done, Mom. Can you come? I come and I just sit. Like today, I told you, when you gave me my lunch, I said, I'm enjoying this. I want to do this more. Maybe I just need to move in. I don't want to go into the nursing home. I just want to be like this. Come to you. Give me my food. Give me my water. Let me lay
give
down.
me your wine
Yes.
or your Guinness.
Yes. And let me lay down. And today you didn't even save Guinness for me. That was not right. But I won't hold it against you.
Please don't.
But it just, I thank God for where I'm at now in life. Because I felt like at a point where I was just like, I'm a mother. I don't want my kids to repeat my mistakes. But it was almost like I'm coming across like the enemy. And I was like, that's not it. I just know where things like this end up. They start like this and it is not where it should go. And I wish I was like a prophetess that I can just open the future and show my kids and say, this will take you there. And sometimes I know my communication style is not the best. I know that I feel like when I'm saying what I know and what is a fact and I'm getting the resistance, it frustrates me so hard that I feel like then my message even gets blocked. But it is the right intent. It's what I'm saying is right. And then it's just like, hear me. If I have to be louder, I will be louder so you can hear me. I do not want you to repeat it. But hey, sometimes God just let things happen and then it brings it back. And I hate to tell any of my kids, I told you so. I call it as, you found it out yourself, let's start again. You found it out yourself. Let's start it again. There's no I told you so. No. It's you found it out yourself. Let's start it again. So mothers, this is just me. I'm not perfect. I don't know it all. But sometimes they have to make their own mistakes. But it's scary knowing that it's a mistake and allowing them to make it. That's where it's scary. It's like, I survived it. What if you don't survive it? That's where it gets so scary. But sometimes it's just like, you know what? Just pray. Pray. So it does not break them. It's not worse than what you went through. And then when they make it back or when they realize it, said you found it out yourself. Let's start over. There's no I told you so. Because guess what? There's your kids. It's not a friend. It's not a neighbor. It's your kid. There's no I told you so in a kid. Raising your kids. It's you found it out yourself. That's what I was preventing it from you, preventing you
From it.
from getting in it. You found it out yourself. Let's start over.
So I told you gonna wrap up, but I just had something.
Oh Lord.
What advice do you have to give to the young ones that that are beginning to find themselves and also find their family in a sense of having that sense of belonging and that sense of like, this is mine, you know? What advice are you giving to we the young ones? Because sometimes family doesn't feel like the safe haven sometimes, and it gets to a point that no matter what you do, this is your nest, and you have to make sure that it's comfortable to you and even to other people that might have access to your nest. So what do you tell the young ones and how they can deal with situations that may pop up that makes them feel like, hey, I can deal with you, like I can have that family, like that sense of family.
So, family is family.
That's what they say.
It is not it is not always what you want or what you think, but let me say this with emphasis. Family is family. You can make the 100th mistake and still have family. Friends, relationships are not guaranteed. Family would always be there. So my thing is, no matter what you find out there, the happiness, the joy, whatever you find out there, make it a point to keep family as a backup.
Yeah.
Do not cut family out, no matter what. Because guess what? You can step on this toe or on this foot 100 times. When you come back, you're still my daughter. Whatever that has happened will not change that you are my daughter.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I am grateful for, because one day when we're talking, you're like, hey, it doesn't matter what happens, you can always come home. You can always come home, and you know there's always gonna be a room for you.
Yes.
To even put your stuff in, no matter like how much we bumps head, and we always do, but then just come home. You may
Yes.
not like it here now, but just come home.
Yes.
And that's one thing that I really appreciate and cherish.
No matter what, you cannot change a mother.
Yeah.
You cannot change a sibling. It is not your choice. You did not make the decision that I'm going to pick this one as a mother and this one as a sibling.
Yeah.
You had no choice.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So family is family, no matter what. We can curse each other out. We can do whatever.
Be on our throats.
Guess what? It is still gonna be, I'm your mother, you're my daughter. That portion we have no control over.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that these like the young ones growing up, they think when they meet a woman or they meet a man, that's it. Family is gone. No, you can still enjoy both lives.
Yeah.
You can still have a relationship and still have a family.
Yes.
You can still have a girlfriend and have a mother and have a father. You can still have a boyfriend and have family, have sister, have mother. You can still have both. That's
Have a
the
job
best.
and still have family.
Yes. You can have a job and still have family. You can have church and still have family. You can have a pastor and still have family. You can have a sofumami and still have family. But some people, don't look at me, I'm being honest. They think that just because your mother is not saying I'm a Christian, you don't have that, it makes your pastor's wife and your pastor better than your mother. No, you can never ever replace that relationship. I didn't have a choice to be your mother.
No.
You didn't have a choice to be my daughter.
No.
It happened.
Yeah.
It was in God's plan for this to happen.
And it was because I was resilient, like as
forget
a
it.
frame.
Jesus Christ!
Like like I was
But-
able to run and
there were people that ran up there and didn't make it out
and
here.
I made it, so
There were people that ran up that same tube you ran up and didn't
Cheers
make it
to
into
me.
the world.
Cheers to me.
So you were here because of a reason.
Yeah.
You remember that evening, that conversation? I was telling her all the stuff that I did before having her. And I was like, if I didn't warn you as a child, you would have continued that lineage. The people that ended up in somebody's gutter, you would have been there too. But you were here. You are my daughter. I didn't choose it. You didn't choose it. It was meant to happen. So you, the young ones that you have friends, you have relationships, you have this, and you want to just cut family out. It is not a good thing to do. Keep everything. You have the luxury of living both worlds.
Yes.
You have a relationship and you have your parents. Parents will be parents.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. I do not care. If she turns 40, I will still call her my little girl. I will still call her daughter. I will call and say, let me talk to your husband. Be like, husband, son-in-law, my daughter, da 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 da. I need her to do this.
Yeah.
Can you come with her? I'm a mother.
Yeah.
And the young ones, no parents want anything above better or best. Anything lower than better and best. Every parent wants their kid to succeed. Every parent wants the best for their kid. And when they're talking, it's not because they like to talk. It's because they know.
Sometimes
I
I
might
like
not
to
be
talk.
I might not be able to speak English. Or your mom might not be able to speak English and say it right.
Yeah.
But when they're telling you, this would not end right. They're not taking anything that is best for you from you.
Yeah.
They know. Every mother knows what they're talking about. And if it's good, they will be the ones that say, it is good. They will cheer you on. No parent will take a good thing from their child. It's hard. Sometimes it's frustrating. They don't talk right to you. You feel disrespected.
Yes.
You feel yelled at.
Yes.
You feel whatever.
Yes.
And it is for the best.
Ignored.
It's for
unseen,
the best.
unheard.
It's for the best. It's for the best. Listen to your parents. They might not be educated like you think, but trust and believe. It's not by English and it's not by education. It's by the life experience. They might not have gone through it. They know what someone is being through.
Yeah.
You know when that thing happened, is it in Chicago or Texas? That the lady brought a man from Ghana.
Yeah,
And that
I
man
know.
shot
Yeah,
her.
Yeah.
It got me riled up.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. It hasn't happened to me, but it was somebody's experience
Oh,
that
Lord.
got me riled up. So you might say, Mom, you don't know what you're talking about. They know what they're talking about. They haven't been through it. But if it's happened before, it can happen again. Prevention is better than cure. Every mother wants the best for their child. So when you, as a girl, as a boy, when your mother is approaching you and saying, no, this is not the time for this. No, don't do this. Wait, keep an eye out for this. Rethink this. It's not because they don't want you to succeed. It's because they know what they are seeing ahead. You know, sometimes your fathers listen to your mothers
Yeah.
because they know. There's been a couple of times your mother has said something to your dad, they did not take it, and it happened.
Yeah.
So then, afterwards, they say, why don't you tell the kids?
Yeah.
Dad is not telling you because they know. Mom knows. So please, no matter what, listen to your parents. They might not be the ones you think they know what they're saying, but just take it and try to apply it and see where it goes. And no mother would want their kid to fail.
Okay. This is the greatest advice ever, the best advice ever. So, my mom is gonna come back here on this platform,
Really?
and then we're gonna talk again. I'm so grateful that you came to my platform and you are supporting me.
I am so proud of you. Like, I just feel like there's something that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I fell to the wayside. Out of nowhere, my daughter wants to do it.
Yeah.
And I am proud of you. I'm proud of the woman you've become.
Aww.
And, like, that's just so for mommy. And as I'm talking to you, she's available.
Really?
And don't you take it out.
Don't you take one out.
Whoever edits this, don't take that out. She's single, available.
Single and not searching.
Single and searching, available, ready to mingle. And I am a mother. Don't take any of this that you see. This is life.
Life is be lifing.
She is her own woman. I'm my own woman.
Yeah.
What I've done has no bearing on her. What she's done has no bearing on me. But I know for a fact, if you lay hands on this one, you have a good woman.
Oh,
and I am proud of the woman you've become.
Wow.
I am proud of the woman you've become. Keep it up.
My head is getting sore.
Keep it up. Keep that crown on.
Thank you.
It's not the end.
Yeah.
You have a lot ahead of you.
Thank you. Oh God. I'm gonna cry. I don't wanna cry.
Don't cry.
So you see it. But thank you for joining us on Comfy and Unfiltered. My name is Sohima Nanoma, and this is my favorite person for now. My mom, Natego, aka Tulip.
And yeah, but yes,
Tulip. So next time, same time, you're gonna see us on your social media platforms. So stay blessed and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you wanna tell us about your social media.
No, my social media is just Tulip. Don't follow me.
Don't follow, please. Don't follow, please.
Just
follow me.
Yes.
Follow
and
me.
if you want to hear my opinion on something, just ask your question. She will let me know, and I'll come back and answer.
Yes. If there is any topic you want us to talk about.
Yes.
She's so good in she's versatile. She's a public speaker. She was doing a lot of things, so she can come on and speak to us and get us, all comfy.
Yeah.
And all.
Just get the questions together.
And comfy, and this time around it's gonna be filtered. For her.
I'm keeping it unfiltered because I can go off. There are certain things and certain times that you cannot be talked to politely.
Really.
And I will.
Anywho, have a safe week or have a safe day, whatever time you're watching this. I love you so much. Subscribe to the channel, Comfy and Unfiltered Podcast. Bye-bye.
We love you.
Yay!